Hello, the Pokemon fan 1993 here, back with more Pokemon Trigger and card openings. Now, this is the first time I've done something like this. I ended up getting this baby off Amazon. This has 100 pieces of the Pokemon GX and EX. I'm guessing from the look of the card, or look at the front of it, that this is from Generation 5. I'm not sure how far back it goes. But basically what it is that it has 250 packs of cards in it. And each one includes, well, it says that each one includes 2 GX, 20 Mega, and 1 Energy, but that doesn't make any bit of sense considering that that's only 41. But we're going to figure out. Now, I'm going to split this up into 2 parts because reading 100 cards in one shot might screw up my voice. I have opened this. I have not touched the packs. You can see that they're like that. They're sealed. So we're going to open the first one, assuming we even can, because this is thin. Or the package is kind of, it's like really, it's tight on the cards. Hopefully I can even get it open. Probably should have tried that before I freaking started the video. Ow. Well, I guess the first 5 minutes of the video is going to be me trying to open the cards. No, I got it. It's the first time I've ordered cards online, so I'm going to hopefully this is going to be good. I'm also going to make, I said I'm going to split this to parts. I'm going to make a separate 2-part video of me actually going through and pricing all these cards. I'm not going to tell you how much I paid for it because I don't think that's really going to benefit anybody. But we start with the, I don't know if these are, they feel weird. Are they reproductions? Anyway, they might be because they're just stuck in the pack. The first one we got is the Special Energy Fire, Burning Energy. This card can only be attached to a fire Pokemon. This card provides fire energy only when this card is attached to a fire Pokemon. If this card is discarded by an attack of the fire Pokemon, this card is attached to the attack. This card, attached card from discard battle to that Pokemon after attacking. This card is attached to anything other than a fire Pokemon. Discard this card. Now, I'm not sure how to verify if these are real cards. I mean, they look like real cards, but maybe it's just because the feel of them. Maybe it's the top front of them. This one is basic White Kyurem EX. HP 180 Dragon Scream 60. Flip a coin. If heads, attach a basic energy Pokemon from your discard pile to this Pokemon. Ice Burn 150. Discard 2 fire energy attached to this Pokemon. The defending Pokemon is now burned. Let's see. Hang on a second. Yeah, they might look different because this actually says on the bottom, says 2013. So I think these are, oh no, they're all from several because this one says 2017. Could someone tell me, it doesn't look like these, maybe these cards aren't legit? It's really hard to say. I mean, they all look, it could be just because they're from different generations. I mean, it's really hard to say. This is 2015. Those are both from 2015. I mean, I could be wrong. Now we got the Stage 3 Alga Gx, HP 250, Steel, ability Ultra Road. Once during your turn before you attack, you may switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. Silence will strike 230. Discard all energy from this Pokemon. Soul Burst GX. Search your deck for up to 5 basic energy cards. Attach them to this Pokemon, to your Pokemon. Then shuffle your deck. You can't use this at more than 1 GX attack per game. Next one we got is the basic Pikachu Ex. HP 130 Electric, Thundershock 30. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Mega Thunderbolt 160. Discard all energy attached to this Pokemon. Now we got the basic Mewtwo Gx. HP 190 Psychic. Full Burst 30 times. What's that on the side? Oh, that's part of the card. Is that part of the card? Yeah, it is. They're just rocks. I thought it was like a smudge or something. Sorry. Full Burst 30 times. This attack does 30 damage times the amount of energy attached to this Pokemon. Super Absorption 60. Heal 30 damage from this Pokemon. Side Strike GX 200. This attack damage isn't affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. You can't use more than 1 GX attack per game. Now that one actually looks, I remember seeing this one before, so maybe they are legit cards. It's really hard to say. But I mean, they wouldn't sell them with the Pokemon label, I don't think, if, I mean, that is the official Pokemon Trainer game logo. So we got the basic Magneria Ex, HP 160 Steel, ability Mystic Heart. Prevent all effects of your opponent's attacks except damage done to this Pokemon that has any Steel energy attached to it. Existing effects are not removed. Soul Blaster 120. During your next turn, the Pokemon Soul Blaster attack is 60. My bad. What? It's from 2014, so maybe it does look different. Mega M Gengar. HP 220 Psychic. Evolves from Gengar EX. Mega Pokemon Rule. When one of your Pokemon becomes a Mega Evolution Pokemon, your turn ends. Phantom Gate. Choose one of your Pokemon's attacks and use it as this attack. Ooh, that one's interesting. Mega Gardevoir EX evolves from Gardevoir EX. HP 210 Fairy. Mega Evolution Rule. We already read that. Brilliant Arrow 30 times. Attack does 30 damage times the amount of all energy attacks to all your Pokemon. Ooh, that could do with a lot of damage. Ooh, we got Mega Diancie EX evolves from Diancie EX. HP 190 Fairy. Diamond Force 100. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to each of your Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon EX. If the Pokemon is no longer your active Pokemon, this effect ends. Mega Charizard EX evolves from Charizard EX. 230 HP Dragon. Wild Blaze 300. Discard the top 5 cards of your deck. 300. Jesus. There's the other Mega Charizard. Mega Charizard EX evolves from Charizard EX. HP 220 Fire. Mega... Oh, never mind. Crimson Dye 30. This Pokemon does 50 damage to itself. Mega Charizard EX. HP 220... evolves from Charizard EX. HP 220 Fire. Heat Typhoon 100 plus. Flip a coin for each fire energy attached to this Pokemon. This does 50 more damage for each heads. Wow. Mega Auto EX evolves from Auto EX. HP 220 Colorless. Magical Symphony 110. If you play a support card, this turn attack does 50 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Don't apply weakness and resistance for bench Pokemon. Mega Ampharos EX. HP 220 Electric. How do you say that? Excavolt. HP 120 plus. You may do 50 damage more and leave your Pokemon at the You may do 50 more damage on your opponent's active Pokemon paralyzed. If you do, this Pokemon does 30 damage to itself. Mega Alakazam EX evolves from Alakazam EX. 210 HP Psychic. Zen Force 10 plus. His attack does 30 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. Basic Lugia EX. Ooh, it's from it's the plasma version from Generation 5. HP 180 Carless. Ability Overflow. If your opponent's Pokemon is knocked out, the damage from attack for attack. If your opponent's Pokemon is knocked out by the damage from an attack of a Pokemon, take one more prize card. Wow. Phasma Gale 120. Discard Plasma Energy attached to this Pokemon. If you can't discard Plasma Energy, this attack does nothing. Plasma Energy, huh? That's interesting to hear. Ooh, there's Lucario EX. HP 180 Fighting. WoW has 3 attacks. Missile Jab 30. This Pokemon attacks damage isn't affected by resistance. Corkscrew Smash 60. You may draw until you have 6 cards in your hand. Somersault Kick 100. I've never seen 3 attacks on a Pokemon before. Latios EX. HP 170 Dragon. Mach Flight 40. This defending Pokemon can't retreat during your opponent's next turn. Lusterpurge 150. Discard all energy attached to this Pokemon. Latios EX. That's just my favorite Pokemon. HP 160 Dragon. Ability Bright Down. Prevent all offensive attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon by your opponent's Pokemon with abilities. Wow. Barrier Break 70. This card attack is affected by weakness, resistance, or any other effects on the defending Pokemon. Kyogre EX. HP 180 Water. Water Pulse 30. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. Giant Whirlpool 140. Return 2 water energy cards attached to this Pokemon to your hand. Basic Kangaskhan EX. HP 180 Carless. Triple Draw. Draw 3 cards. Kindred Tick 70 plus. Flip a coin. If heads, the attack does 30 more damage. Jirachi EX. HP 90 Steel. Ability Stellar Guidance. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may search your deck for a supporter card to reveal and put it into your hand and shuffle your deck afterwards. Hypno Strike 60. Both this Pokemon and your opponent's defending Pokemon are now asleep. Basic Hoopa EX. HP 170 Psychic. Ability Scoundrel Ring. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may search your deck for up to 3 Pokemon EX except Hoopa EX, reveal them, and then put them into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards. Wow. Hyperspace Fury. Discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 100 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon, dealing weakness and resistance for bench Pokemon. Ho-Ho EX. HP 160 Fire. Ability Rebirth. Once during your turn before you attack, if this card is in your discard pile, you may flip a coin. If heads, put this Pokemon into your bench and attach 3 different kinds of energy cards to your discard pile to this. Wow, that is ridiculously powerful. Rainbow Burn, 20 plus, does 20 damage for each different basic energy attached to this Pokemon. So it's not great in terms of damage, but it can keep coming back to your bench. Heatran EX, HP 180 Fire, Heat Boiler, 60 plus. So attack. This Pokemon is affected by special condition. This attack does 60 more damage. Dynamite Press, 80 plus. If this Pokemon has any plasma energy attached to it, this attack does 10 more damage for each damage counter on the defending Pokemon. Hawlucha EX, HP 130 Fighting, ability counterattack. If this Pokemon is your active Pokemon and it's damaged by the opponent's attack, even if it's knocked out, it put 2 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. Somersault Stomp, 60 plus. If the Stadium card is employed, the attack does 40 more damage. Wow. Groudon EX, HP 180 Fighting, Ripclaw, 30. Flip a coin. If heads, your discarded energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Massive Round, 130. Another Groudon EX. Are they from the same pack? They say from the same 2016. Yeah, they're both from. They must be from different packs. Well, it's definitely, obviously, different as well, but that's not what I'm getting at. Basic Groudon EX, HP 180 Fighting, Ripclaw. Yeah, it's must be just different card art. It's the same one as the last one, actually. Golem EX, HP 180 Fighting, Boulder Crash, 80. Megaton Fall, 180. This Pokemon does 60 damage to itself. Ooh, we're getting to the evolutions now. Stage 2 Glaceon Gx, evolves from Eevee, HP 200 Water. Ability Freezing Gaze. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, your opponent's Pokemon GX and EX in play, their hand is in their hand, discard. Wait, let me reread that because I kind of got lost in that one. Sorry. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, your opponent's GX and Pokemon EX in play in their hand and in their discard pile have no ability except for Freezing Glaze. Okay, that one made more sense than when I said it the second time. Frostbolt at 90. This attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Don't apply weakness or resistance for bench Pokemon. Polar Spear GX, 50 times. This attack does 50 damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. You can't use more than one GX attack per game. Giratina EX, HP 180 Dragon, Shred, 90. This attack does damage is affected by any effects on your defending Pokemon. Dragon Pulse, 130. Discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Discard the 3 cards of your deck. I think that's a typo, isn't it? Shouldn't say the top 3 cards. I mean, well, whatever. The 2012 Pokemon, maybe it's just how it is. Gengar EX, HP 170 Psychic, Night Attack. Put 3 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. Dark Corridor, 60. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. Switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. Gardevoir EX, HP 170 Fairy, Life Leap. Heal from this Pokemon the same amount of damage you did to the opponent's Pokemon. Opponent's at the Pokemon. Shining Wind, 100. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon has no weakness. Garchomp EX, HP 170 Dragon, Dual Chop 30 times. Flip 2 coins, attack does 30 damage for each heads. Power Blast, 120. Discard an energy attached to this Pokemon. Flores EX, HP 160 Fairy, Lead. Search your deck for a supporter card, reveal it, and put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck afterward. Bright Garden, 20 times. Attack does 20 damage times the number of grass and fairy Pokemon you have in play. Entei EX, HP 180 Fire, Fire Fang, 30. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned. Grand Flame, 90. Attach a fire energy from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. Wow. Dust Mane Necrozema GX, HP 190 Steel Ultra Beast. Claw Smash, 60. Meteor Tempest, 220. Discard 3 energy from this Pokemon. Sun Eclipse GX, 250. You can use the attack only if you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent, so you can't use more than 1 GX attack per game. Diancie EX, HP 140 Fairy. Moonblast, 20. During your opponent's next turn, any damage done to this Pokemon from your defending Pokemon is reduced by 20. Apply weakness and resistance. Luminous Swirl, 80. Flip 2 cards. This attack does 40 damage for each heads. Alga Gx, HP 180 Dragon, Overcloak. Draw cards until you have 6 in your hand. Shred, 80. This attack damage isn't affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. Timeless GX, 150. Take another turn after this one. Skip the between turn step. You can't use more than one. Wow, that's ridiculous, actually. I've never seen a card skip anyone else's. Ooh, Delphox EX. HP 170 Fire. Psybeam, 20. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. Wonder Flare, 80 plus. Your opponent reveals his or her hand. This attack does 40 more damage for each energy card in your opponent's hand. Dawn Wings Necrozema GX, HP 180, Psychic Ultra Beast. Ability Invasion. Once during your turn before you attack, if this card is on your bench, you may switch it with your active Pokemon. Dark Flash 120. This attack damage is affected by resistance. Moon Eclipse GX 180. You can use this attack only if you have more prize cards than your opponent. Prevent all effective attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. You can't use more than one GX attack per game. Darkrai Ex, HP 180 Dark. Ability Dark Cloak. Each of your opponent Pokemon that have any dark energy attached to them has no retreat cost. Night Spirit 90. This does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Don't apply weakness and resistance for bench Pokemon. Cresselia EX, HP 170 Psychic. Sparkling Particles. At any time in between turns, heal 10 damage from this Pokemon. Psychic Protection 90. During your opponent's next turn's Pokemon, it has no weakness. Charizard EX, HP 190 Fire. Stoke. Pokemon if heads, search your deck for up to 3 basic energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon and attach them to this Pokemon. So for your deck afterwards. Fire Blast 120. Discard an energy attached to this Pokemon. Nearing the end here, folks. Celestia GX, HP 200 Steel, Ultra Beast. Rocket Fall, 30 plus. Attaches 30 damage for each star and your opponent's active Pokemon's retreat cost. Moon Press, 130. You may shuffle this card and all attached cards into your deck. Blaster GX, 180. Turn all of your prize cards face up. Those prize cards remain face up for the rest of the game. You can't use more than one GX attack per game. Ooh, Astroneted GX, HP 170 Water. Dancing Shuriken, flip 3 coins. That does 20 damage times the number of heads to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Don't apply weakness or resistance for bench Pokemon. Ninja Blade, 130. This Pokemon can't use Ninja Blade during your next turn. We're on the last one. Yveltal GX, HP 180 Dark. Absorb Vitality. Heal from this Pokemon the same amount of damage you did to your opponent's active Pokemon. Sonic Evil, 100. This attack's damage is affected by weakness or resistance. Doom Count GX. If your Pokemon's active Pokemon has exactly 4 damage counters on it, that Pokemon is knocked out. You can't use more than one GX attack per game. So I have no idea if any of those cards are actually real. I mean, they look real. I mean, I can't really... I'm going to look up maybe a couple. Not really look up in terms of price. I'm going to do that in a separate video. But maybe I'm going to look them up on my app that I use to keep track of my cards. So I'd like to thank everyone for watching. This is the Pokemon Fan 1993 signing off. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.